Hey guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back. My name is Laura, for those of you that do not know, and today we're doing a good ol' after update. You guys know I got you. There's been a lot of new news coming out, some photos we have to discuss, just all around some really exciting things that we can talk about in today's video. So yeah, this is my 11th video in my after movie update series, so if you need to get caught up, I'll have the playlist link down below. If you're not already subscribed, subscribe, like the video below, and leave me a comment letting me know if you want to see more of these videos, because I feel like I kind of clog up your feeds with this, but if you guys like them, I'll keep doing them. So now that that's all out of the way, the first thing that I want to talk about is the Tessa picture that was posted like 6 days ago on the After Movie Instagram and Twitter accounts of Hardin and Tessa. And it's like a behind the scenes picture, but it's like them sitting there. A lot of people are guessing that it's from their astrology, yo, whatever it is, people are saying it might be from that class, or it could be like a theater or something. I don't really know. All I know is like, yo, like this picture had me good. Like she's sitting there and she's just like, looks so like affected by him. Like basically she's all of us, like affected by Hero. He's just like standing there like with his arm like slung around her. I was like, oh my God, like, whew, I'm so excited to see whatever this scene is. Like, I don't know, but I'm so excited, and wow, just wow. That's like my thoughts on that picture. I was just like, whew. So excited. I literally had my phone on silent because I was doing something, and then I go in the other room and check my phone, and I have like a million tags on Instagram and DMs and messages and all this stuff about this photo, and I was like, oh my God, I like was so caught off guard. It was insane. But yeah, super exciting stuff, really cute. So excited to see more. We also got another photo this week that we have a little bit of a weird story with because it was deleted, and that was posted by Jen, who is a producer on the movie, I believe, and she posted this picture of Hero and Josephine, which was supposedly like a behind the scenes picture from before they started filming. I'll actually read what she wrote originally as the caption, just so you guys can have a little clue in case you never saw it. She said, so many of you have been writing wanting to see a picture of Joe and Hero just hanging out. This is a really special photo to me because it was right before we started filming and they were so excited to take on these roles, etc. So she says that this was a photo from before they started filming. Weirdly enough, a few hours later, she deleted the photo, and when asked about it, she said, the studio has a plan on how they want the photos to be revealed. As much as I would love to share how adorable they are together with you, I can't. So very odd. Like, why would you post it and then delete it? Like, wouldn't you think she would have the approval beforehand? I don't really know. A lot of people were speculating that it was actually a fake photograph and that it was in fact photoshopped, which wouldn't like surprise me in the slightest because it does look slightly photoshopped. I really did think it was an edit when I first saw the picture, and then I noticed that Jen was the one that posted it. So I just don't think that makes much sense considering what she wrote as the caption on the photo and how it's like a photo from before they started filming, and like why would you go into that much detail if it was a fake photo? Like that makes no sense. So I don't necessarily think it's a fake photo. I just think there was probably a misunderstanding and it had to be deleted, but that's kind of unfortunate. But at least we saved it and everybody still has the photo, and it's very cute. So that's really fun. I would actually love to see like more photos of them just like behind the scenes, because we didn't get a ton of photos of Josephine behind the scenes anyways, so I don't know. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But those were the two photos that were kind of like making a move this past week. Other than that, I just have a lot of information to share with you guys regarding the film and different things that Anna has brought up at these different book signings that she's been at, because a lot of people have been asking her questions. So yeah, I just kind of have like some other things that we can just kind of have like our girl talk jawbone like gossip sesh about right now, you know, like fangirl to fangirl. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull some stuff up. I'm going to talk about casting really quick because a few different things have come up regarding casting. One of them being that Shane also auditioned for the role of Zed, which didn't work. Anna said that he had such good chemistry with Josephine and just fits the role of Landon perfectly, which I totally agree with, and I'm really happy he wasn't cast as Zed, not because I think, I mean, I don't necessarily think that would be horrible, but I just think he's so perfect as Landon, and Samuel is so perfect as Zed that I don't even want to think about it being like the opposite or anything. Like that would be insane. I just really can't see that working, so I just kind of find it fascinating that that is one of the roles he auditioned for. Obviously, one of the biggest things that's come out this past week regarding auditions is the fact that Josephine originally auditioned for the role of Molly, which is very interesting. So Anna was talking about you know, the process of casting Hardin and Tessa, and how with Hero, she immediately knew that that is who she wanted to be casted as soon as she saw him do his audition in real life. Obviously, in these audition processes, you're kind of on a board with other people, other producers, people working on the movie, etc. And you guys kind of all have to find common ground on who you're, you know, hiring or casting. And Anna said that literally she was so drawn to Hero immediately, and she wanted him to be Hardin so bad. She literally was like telling people like, yeah, I'm not gonna do the movie if we don't cast him because he's the perfect Hardin, which is so crazy because I don't know, I feel like at the beginning, at least for me, I was very skeptical of Hero, and I think that was mostly because I didn't think he looked like Hardin, which now I can't picture anybody else as Hardin, so it's kind of bizarre, honestly. But if you watch my first after update, I'm sitting there like, I don't know, like, I'm sure he'll be fine, but I'm kind of nervous. But like now I just have like every good feeling regarding Hero as Hardin that there could be. So it's pretty interesting that she immediately made that connection to him, and I think that's really cool, and that he is our Hardin is super exciting. But regarding Tessa, you guys know that Julia Goldani Telles was originally set to play Tessa, but it didn't end up working out because she had scheduling conflicts with her TV show she was doing. I believe that's what the issue was. And I guess Josephine kind of later in the game auditioned to be Molly via Skype session, and Anna said that literally Josephine popped on the screen and she was like, whoa, like, you're Tessa, like, why did you audition for Molly? Like, that's insane. And I don't know what ended up happening. I don't know if Josephine was cast as Molly, and then once Julia, you know, had to quit, if they brought her in as Tessa and then got Anana as Molly, or if it just, she didn't get Molly, but then they brought her back for Tessa. I really don't know like the technicalities of it all, but I'm just like, hashtag blessed that it did happen. I can't believe I just said that unironically. Oh my god, I hate myself. But no, seriously, like, I can't imagine anybody else as Tessa. And like, as beautiful and wonderful as Julia Goldani Telles is, I really never saw her as Tessa. And I'm just really happy that Josephine is Tessa. It just feels so much more right to me. And yeah, I don't know, I thought those things were pretty interesting. A little fun fact that I just thought was really funny is that people were asking Anna which cast members were the funniest, and she said that Dylan, who's playing Noah, is the funniest. And she said that he's the only one that can make Josephine laugh, and that Josephine will tell jokes and nobody laughs, but she thinks they're really funny. And that's just like the most Tessa thing I've ever heard in my whole life, actually. So I just thought that was like really funny. Somebody asked Anna if we're going to see Hardin and Tessa kiss in the trailer, and she said no, but we're gonna see more than a kiss. I don't know what that means, but I'm excited. I don't know. She also said that she thinks we're gonna like the movie more than the book, which is kind of crazy, and I don't know, I'm excited, but that's really like a wild thing to claim, especially when you're the author. So that's pretty wild. Another thing regarding scenes is that Anna was asked if the scene where Hardin says I love you to Tessa for the first time is going to be the same in the movie, and she said that there are changes, but it'll be in the same context, just slightly different. So I don't know, obviously this is a spoiler if you haven't read the first book, but the part where Hardin like yells that he loves her when she gets in the car with Landon, and then later takes it back and is a big idiot, but you know, a good scene regardless. That scene had me shook, so I would really love to see like something like that. It doesn't have to be exactly the same circumstances, but I think something to that degree would be really, really great. So I'm excited. Oh, another really random thing is that on Mean Girls Day, which was October 3rd, Anna posted a picture of like Tessa's wardrobe and said like, on Wednesdays we wear pink, which is a Mean Girls quote. Tessa's clothes are, I'm not gonna say ugly, but like, wow, like they fit her. Like, wow, like I guess overalls are kind of in trend right now, but with that pink striped shirt and, you know, them collared shirts, like it's a look, Tessa, it's a look. So I guess we'll see all those outfits. I know a lot of people have been asking me about the potato sack skirts, and like as much as I would want to see that, that would just be like so outdated and horrible. I just like can't imagine them putting her in that. But these clothing items I feel like have a very similar feeling to the potato sack skirt. So I'm very interested to see how all of the outfits work out and how that goes. So I'm just gonna head over to Instagram right now and look through some of the questions that you guys asked me. Every time I film an after update, I always post on my story to get feedback from you guys, what you want me to talk about in this episode. So I'm gonna go to there. But first, I just wanna quickly say that a lot of the questions I'm getting, I've answered in previous after updates. So if you're asking me like when the trailer comes out, if you're asking me like what scenes I wanna see in the movie, like stuff like that, I have answered about 1,000,000 times. And I can't take up more time answering that in this video. So go watch the other videos. I have a playlist linked down below. Obviously you haven't watched them all if you're still asking me questions, so refer to those. But I'm gonna go ahead and answer some of these that I haven't talked about. Somebody asked me if I think they're gonna include the nightmares in the first movie, and I would be so disappointed if they didn't, because Hardin's nightmares are such a like pivotal thing in the books. I feel like the nightmares are like when we actually start to see a little bit deeper into Hardin's character and who he is and why he is the way he is. And so, I don't know, I just feel like that really needs to be included, but I have no idea. I haven't heard anybody talk about that. If you guys have, let me know. I don't think Anna's been asked about it, but I'm very curious. Somebody literally just said, just talk about how hot Hero is. Honestly, just go to my Twitter at @LovellyLikeLara and we can talk about it there, because that's about 99% of what I tweet, if we're being real. A lot of people are asking about the movie going to DVD and Netflix and etc. And that kind of stuff, I have no idea, and I don't think it's been talked about at all. So those are things that are definitely gonna have to wait until like closer to the movie being released, unfortunately. But yeah, I'm curious too, I just have no idea. Oh, another thing I wanted to talk about that was kind of interesting was surrounding Professor Soto. Obviously you guys probably know Meadow Williams, who is a producer on the movie, and she also plays Professor Soto. A lot of people were concerned with this because Professor Soto is a male in the books, and now we're having Meadow Williams, who is a female, play her in the film. And Anna actually answered this, and she said that Meadow Williams is actually an investor in the movie and wanted to play Professor Soto, so obviously they had to let her. I feel like that's kind of crazy, but like I guess that's just how it is. So they had her play Professor Soto, but I guess what they're gonna do instead is just have another professor who will kind of fit the mold of Professor Soto in many ways that he does in the book, and just have a different name for him, since they're just gonna use Professor Soto's name for Meadow Williams' character, which is just kind of like, in my opinion, unnecessary. Like I feel like they could have just given Meadow Williams like a different role, but she really wanted to be Professor Soto. I don't really know. So kind of weird, but it's kind of nice to know that we're actually still gonna have that character. Anna also touched on why they decided to make Tristan a girl, who was played by Pia Mia in the film, and her reasoning was basically because like in a college group of friends, it seems kind of strange to have so many guys and then like 3 girls in the whole friend group, like Molly, Steph, and Tessa. So they wanted to just kind of even out the like gender, I guess, in the friend group, which I think does make sense. And also just to add that diversity with, you know, Steph and Tristan, I think was very important, and I'm glad that they did it. I know some people are still mad, but stay mad. I don't know what to tell you. You guys know by now that I can literally talk about After all day long, but I feel like this video is getting a little bit long, and I've basically covered everything I've wanted to. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. You can hit the notification bell down below to make sure that you get notified whenever I post a new video. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to chat more about After with me, you can always follow me on my Instagram and my Twitter, which are both at @LovellyLikeLara. I'm always on there chatting with you guys about After, so feel free to join. But I hope you guys have an absolutely wonderful day, and I will see you guys very soon in a new video. Bye!